Hello, everyone. Hopefully everything is working on the stream today. I think it is, maybe. Audio working? Audio's working. Excellent. So today, we've already got people in chat. We're talking about Ben Heck. Man, Ben Heck going away, that's going to be a big blow. He's one of my faves. Modbot's here. Hey, thanks for coming to the stream. James, as usual. Yeah, Ben does the best projects. So today is the MonoPrice Mini Delta. This is a really cool looking machine. It's very tiny and it's very low cost. So we really don't have to do any building or anything today. We just have to get it out, do some prints, see what happens. So let's get rolling. We have Techno Geek is here. Hey, hey. Colin Makes Stuff's my biggest fan. I appreciate that. Good morning, Rover. Good morning, Don, German printing nerd. Thomas B, how's it going? Bo's here. Works until we break it. That's right. Hopefully we don't break this one today, but we shall see. Should be pretty minimal stuff here. SD, tools, USB. Got our power brick, got our yellow spatula. If you have a MonoPrice printer, you get one of these with everything. If you've ever seen one of those. They're not good for anything, but you do get one. No building, no explosions. We shall see. The best part, what you're going to see here in just a second, the coolest part about when I saw this printer for the first time is it has a handle on top. How cool is that? It's so tiny. It just makes me want to laugh looking at it. Hilarious. I love this thing. So this is going to be the vacation portable printer. We're going to take it to Murph and I'm going to carry it around. It's going to be great. Yeah, I think this one costs $160, so very affordable at this time. I don't know if that's going to be the price all the time, but yeah, I think right now it's 160 bucks. So before we get any further, so it really just looks like the hot end is setting on a piece of foam here. So I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of unpacking or anything. Man, the bed is so tiny. That's so cool. Anyway, let's check out what this thing is real quick, as we usually do. Let's go to this thing. So this is it, Mini Delta. Yeah, right now 160 bucks. It only weighs 4 pounds. 50 microns, so it's around 110 circle-ish. It's got kind of a diamond looking plate on it, kind of. Let's see, what auto calibration, I'm very much looking forward to that. 150 a second, we will see. Let's see, what's in the box? They really don't give you a ton of specs on the front page here. Heated bed up to 100C. Man, it looks too good to be true almost. It is very small, but it looks really good. So anyway, that's what it is. And there is a link, there's a non-affiliated link in the description if you would like to go check out the stats on that guy. There's a lot of protective film on it. We could take some of that off. Dog poop replica? Well, I mean, reasonable size. Small dog. Small dog. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it is adorable, man. It's awesome. Oh, this is that really awesome, hard to peel off plastic. Maybe I can't resist fidgeting with that while it's printing. So let's go ahead and power it up. Let's see what it'll do. I want to hug it. I'll let you hug it later. Ron is here. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, look at this thing. It is so cute. The Hotends the same size as like the Mini Select, and it does not have a part fan. Well, it's got that hybrid part fan on it, but that's just like the regular MonoPrice. And that's pretty nice, smooth rods. I mean, they're injection molded ends, but still not bad. We have this to deal with while we're watching the print. I got to take the supports off of that thing. Got the little arm spool holder. Where does it go? It goes back here. There you go. Nope, it's stunted for life. It's never going to grow any bigger. It flashed once, so I'm guessing that means it's on. Sholm is here. Cute is not practical. Oh, come on now. Yeah, we'll see. If it's anything like the regular Select Mini, they're pretty fair machines. Oh, we're gonna have to peel the plastic off. Yeah, it'll be fun on the road. Maybe we should set it up to... I'll get one of those power inverters, and we'll set it up to print like in the back seat while we're driving. We can live stream from the back seat. That'd be cool. Probably not that safe, but cool. Let's get an SD file or a STL file, a G-code file, whatever that is today. We'll have to switch cameras around. It doesn't recognize my SD card. Maybe I got a bad SD card with this machine. That's not good. No, it's all good. Yes, it's 160 bucks MonoPrice Mini. Yes, that is a big Xander robot. You put the acrylic parts in a safety box. Nice. That's not fair. That's not the fact that I can't. It's the fact that I have too many times. Oh, it finally showed up. And it screwed all the cameras up. Yeah, there's definitely something not right with that SD card. I think we're going to have to pinch and use our own. That's no good. So the SD card appears to be corrupt. Let's just steal one. It's all good. So SD card, definitely bad. That's all right. We'll continue. But every time I plug in something USB, I have to reset all the cameras to the way I like them. One moment. One moment. We'll have this in just a second. And then we'll be on our way. So let's do one of these numbers. Let's pull this a little bit out here. Until we get going. So we have some files. Let's see what else we got. The SD card goes in upside down. Gotta find some filament. Yeah, you probably could. We could figure that out. Yeah, you're right. Triple A's. Nice. 9-volt. What is it? It's 12 5 amp. Yeah, that's what I should do. You're right. I should get expanded one. That's a good idea. Okay. What do we got to do here? So we have no paper directions. Let's make double sure we have no paper directions. So whatever directions were on the SD card, we are ass out. So that's okay. That's okay. We'll figure it out here. So what's the auto leveling deal? Oh, first we have to peel the plastic. That's on there good. There. Nice. Yeah, don't touch the brick while printing. That's a new lesson we've learned, isn't it? That is very good advice. Very good advice. Let's see. What do we got here? Move, print, preheat. You guys probably can't see that. Let's see what preheat does for us. I'm guessing there's an auto level feature somewhere in here. How about print? Please wait. No files. How about move? Home. Let's see if it homes. It homed. How do you auto level? I don't see anything for auto level. No files. Let's reboot. Yep, that's all you need, phone charger. I have not been shocked by China PSU. I did see the replay of your video, though, with the sparks, and that was awesome. Probably not for you at the time, but now it's pretty awesome. Every episode a new lesson. What not to do when 3D printing. What not to do on YouTube. But no, I haven't been shocked, but we had one last week for the Photon, and we were mid-benchy print and just touched it, and everything went to hell. No files. This is really starting to worry me here. I hate, man, I hate to USB that again. That's not good. I wonder if this thing takes some sort of special slicer or something. Let's just take a look. Quick start guide. Unbox, remove security straps, power plug, select temp in the menu, set target, place filament. Select preloaded G-code file to start printing. Well, let's see if the printer can read this SD card, because it can't read the SD card I put in it. Yeah, saw the half of Vinci. It looked good. It was good. Yeah, it's got auto level. So let's see what it does here. It's supposed to anyway. Okay, so this SD card is formatted a certain way. Because the printer can read it. It has a Baymax, one of those little figures. It comes with, it's got Cura on it. Repetier host. A 2020 cube G-code. I wonder how this thing's formatted. Let's just see. Maybe it's got a secondary partition on it or something. I don't know. I mean, I got a million of them. We could try. Here, actually, let's take out some of the guesswork here. I got a little better card reader instead of using the cheap ones that I always get. So cameras might do something funny. We'll see. Bo, I think you were right. You were right. Bad card reader. Good call, man. Good call. Bo's been coming in with the clutch. The clutch items here lately. He's been calling them left and right. I don't remember what the last one was, but oh, the blue tape on the heat bed. He called that one too. On the X5S build. It's a good call. This is why we live stream these things. You guys are my support team. And more fixing cameras. I don't like it when it auto focuses. That drives me crazy. All right. Hopefully the batteries in this thing. If I lose audio, somebody tell me. I haven't charged the batteries in this for a while. Okay. So we fixed that one. We're still on table view. We're good. Cats? Cat is here. Hello. So we don't need my SD card. I'll put this back before I lose track of it. Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. All right. Let's see if it will preheat. So it did gain some temperatures, so we'll try that. Where to put my coffee? Here we go. Oh no. Just interrupted a 10-hour print. And MMPP, I believe you are Magnus. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is your first name. Yeah, James, you missed it all. I've been doing this for like 6 hours. I already got this thing built. Where were you? What color of filament do we want today? What do we have handy? What do we have handy? How about some gold? It's called Dandelion officially. I have no sound, so sign language for James. Put some filament in. It's pretty much all the same stuff as the MP Select deal. Oh, it did have some white filament in it, so they did test it, at least a little bit. You don't even get the little bitty sample with these like you do with the other ones. Patrick, how you doing? Yeah, this is Inland brand, and they call the color dandelion. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's a yellow orangey type. It's kind of like gold. Not quite that dark. I want to see this auto level thing. I guess we just start a print and see what it does, because there is no option for auto level. And the quick start guide has 9 points in it, and it doesn't mention anything about auto level. But I'm wondering if you can G29 it. That didn't look like auto level to me. I'm curious though. I wonder if you can G29 that thing. Now I kind of want to start over. Let me see. You know I can't do anything without messing with it first. You know how that goes. LV 8729s. Yeah, Inland is like bang for the buck, man. If you're in the United States and you have a Micro Center close, it's hard to beat some Inland. You can buy a whole bunch. Sometimes you can even get those spools on sale for $13, something like that. Something cheap. Let's plug this thing in USB and see if it'll take an auto level. Very curious. And the cameras go again. They're not hurting us too bad though. Let's just see. Printer is now online. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? So G28s. Closed caption. Colin's the closed caption for James. Oh, G29. Holy crap, it's working. Oh, this is nice. Okay, this changes everything. This changes everything. We got to go back to slice another file. Did I read the PDF? The quick start guide was not so helpful. Maybe we should look at this other doc real quick. User manual. Safety warnings. Don't need that. Quick LED button. Auto G code, eh? Filament holder, nozzle, blah, 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 extruder. Print removal, Wi-Fi setup, software install setup. We're just going to add a G29 to this thing and we're going for it. G28, G29. It's kind of ironic, though, that you have auto leveling on the smallest printer known to man. Export G code. I'm missing so much chat. Okay. And let's undo that. Sample G-code for the level command. Another good idea. MonoPrice is the MonoPrice that I have had experience with do accept all the regular Marlin things. So maybe I'm correct on G29. Test cube. What does it look like? G29C-8? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what the option. I'd have to look up G29 and waste more of your time. But we'll use the MonoPrice command. I'll show you. So here's a project for someone in chat. What does that mean in Marlin G code? What is it telling the printer to do? I'll work on this if you work on that. Export G code. Yes, we need to replace it. Yes. This one does. Yeah, this one heats before. No touchscreen? I don't know. No touchscreen. American hands can't fit and get into the build plate, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I understand what the Z mean. I didn't know G29 had options for one thing. And it could be some sort of cobbled something. I don't know. All right, SD card. Copy that. Nope. Paste. We're gonna get this printing, I swear. Let's just see what this thing does. See you, Modbot. I don't know. The duty paid is here. Welcome, welcome. A regular on the Chris's Basement streams. Let's see if we can get a file going here. Okay. That didn't sound good. List more than a page long. C is center offset for delta. Okay. All right. So maybe that was a smart move. Kind of wonder if that offset will have to be adjusted. We'll find out very shortly. All right, last time I'm going to change anything camera today. And almost done. And done. I think we're good. Yep, I got it. Those are the offset settings. That's awesome. Thank you. Like the lamp from Pixar. Nice. Nice. That's very creative. I like that. JT, how are you? I don't think the size of the printer would really matter. I mean, maybe it would be a little sturdier, more predictable. So far, so good, JT. We'll see. The print hasn't started yet. To fit inside the photon, cool. That would be very handy because you can't see anything in there. The bed does not heat quickly. We're only at 41. We're gonna reconfigure cameras and stuff here. I added more light. Does it look more lighty in here? I know you can kind of just see these two on the corner of the stream, but I added tons more light, so maybe it's better now. Had a CR10 meltdown. What happened? The spool weighs almost as much as the printer does. Oh no. Are those are 3D printed ducts, aren't they? I don't recall. There's probably a lot of printer noise in the background. There's like 3 machines running over there. Let's see, we'll move this guy just a little bit over here. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Yes, it's that is saying something. You're right. It does have heated bed, yeah. Excellent. Well, it feels like I'm being suntanned down here, so I hope that's enough now. Excellent, less noise. That's good. And that the noise kind of depends on if I have other people here with me because I do the room mic, and it's just too hard to get both lavaliers set up and working without echo. So it tends to be a little better than the room, but we like to have guests too, so that's always good. Carbon fiber filament, cool. Process it. We have a tradition here where we print benchies on first runs, so we can compare it to every other machine that we've streamed. So this will be the Vinci. Oh, here it goes. It seems like that sped up. That is cool. I like that. Come on, be perfect first time. It kind of looks like it's sticking. It could be just a touch lower than that, though, I think. Yeah. Where's baby step when you need it? Whatever that offset setting was, it could be just a little lower than that. I think this will complete, though. But the back end of it is just a little too high. It's got that kind of that sandpapery surface. It's like rougher than Build Tack. It's moving though, I have to say that. Maybe if that first layer was just a little slower, it would have stuck. It's gonna go though. I mean, first layer's already done. Nice. We'll see. Let's let it rip. See what happens. Go, little guy, go. Max speed, it says it's 150. So we'll find out. Seatbelt all the way, man. Yeah, that would have been nice if we would have had baby stepping at that point. Baby stepping is awesome. So, I don't know what you guys would rather see. We want printer and not me, right? Let's brighten that up just a touch. There you go. It's moving. It never did quite make it to 55. It started about, I think it was hit, it said 52, I think, when the print started. It is very quiet so far. Mom's here. Thumbs up, Mom. Yeah, we can test it out. I can put the next one up tethered and see. Check and see what the speed's running at. It does not. It's the same one, Colin, as the Select. It's the combo deal. So that's not my fave, but it seems to work. It says 110 millimeters, what it says. So yeah, 100 is good enough. Let's work on this guy. And if you don't know, I pulled his head off just a touch, getting it off the plate. See, not everybody has their mom in their streams. I do. It's just because she wants to know if I'm printing candy yet. And not yet, but I'll work on it. So if anybody doesn't know, this is Xander's robot, and I'm trying to currently have the record for biggest Xander bot. I can't remember what he calls it. Biggest Xander bot out there, and I think I am the winner right now. So Xander would be more than happy if you would challenge that. Yes, this thing is quick. It is a quick little thing. We're flying through this. So yeah, and boy, those supports were easy. I printed him on his head, just if you want to know. It did take many hours, 25 or more, and it took about 2/3 of a roll of filament. But it came out pretty nice. So here's our mascot for today. You can see him in front there. So there you go. There's Xander's bot. Xander's bot is, if you're playing along at home, let's get there we go. Xander's bot, my current record is 325 millimeters. So there you go. Go big, go home. I'm nosy. Yeah, but this is for everyone. I don't know how focused this thing is. Ooh, that one's really bad. my scene doesn't look so good. So as fast as this thing's moving, we're gonna have a pretty short stream today, I think. That's okay. There we go. That's better. I have not done, I have had no experience with this machine. So no, I don't know anything about it. There's a lot of people that complain about the Select Mini though, with loose cables and bed and stuff like that. No, I'm not aware of anything like that. Yes. All over the world. Yeah, it's moving. I'll like Sonic James was talking though, I'll check and see what it actually sets at by default. I can't resist peeling this plastic off either. This stuff drives me crazy. But if you're going to be at MRRF, come check it out. I'm sure a lot of people will have these there. I'm not going to be the only one, but you can come check this one out. I'm going to leave filament strings all over the room. Embarrassing stories about Chris. Well, I already had Uncle Brian on, and he didn't do anything too bad. Nothing exploded. I'm sorry. Nothing exploded today. I'll do better next time, I promise. League of Legends. That's cool. I'll have to go check that one out. I try to check out most of those. There's some pretty cool designs. This thing is moving. And it looks pretty good. I don't know how much of that benchy you can see, but it kind of placed it at a weird angle, though. I don't know. It's going to be hard to get a shot of that, but we'll try. There you go. Yeah, it's it would be for just the Rip Rap Festival. I mean, it's going to be good, but flying from the UK might be a stretch. I will not have a table at MRRF. I'm kind of wondering how this whole MRRF thing's gonna go. I've never been to one of these things. But I mean, I'm gonna have like lots of stuff, like stuff to give away, you know, printed logos and stuff like that. Nothing big, but so I'm gonna have to figure out how the logistics of this whole thing is gonna work. You know, I'm just gonna go with the flow, but no, I will not have my own table. I'm just gonna be wandering aimlessly. Whoop. Wandering aimlessly, and we'll see where I land. Are the screws on the top plate rusty? I'm not sure which ones you're seeing. You mean on the bed? There's nothing rusty on it. If it looks rusty, there it's because of the camera. Trying to get this plastic off without knocking the whole thing over. It's so small. I like it though. It's affordable. It's $50 cheaper than the Mini. It's I mean, it's all acrylic. It's, you know, the Select Mini is completely steel. But this one is kind of lightweight, but still seems to be kind of nice. The build plate is metal though. I mean, where the heat bed goes, so you don't have to worry about melting anything. Oh, really? So you have one of these things, huh? Have you had a lot of issues with it? Nope, it's all good up there. This one isn't very old. I don't remember when I bought it. It's a couple months old, I guess. How much would I charge to print your maker coin? Nothing. Black PLA? No problem. Go to my about page, send me an email, send me a file. I'll print it and send you a pic or whatever. We'll work it out. I mean, if it's just one, I don't care. I'll print it. I got time. If you wanted a stack of them, we could work something out. It'd be cheap, I can tell you that. No worries. Yeah, so was the camera moving around on you? Sorry about that. Yeah, it's attached to the table, and the table moves. So that camera dances around a little bit, but I like it because it's so posable. I'm gonna have to get a stand that I can actually telescope a little bit, so it doesn't move around so much, but I'll just try not to bump the table for now. Amazon gift cards for payment. Mid-January, sent it back 2 weeks. Wow. I would want a bunch. Okay. Yeah, it's just send it over. I'll see how hard it is to print. We'll see how long it takes to print one, and then we'll go from there. We can do that. You want them all the same color and everything? Just let me know what you want. We can work something out. I know I got a couple people on hand that could help me if I got printers that are busy. I know some people that could pinch hit for me. So, and they're on the stream right now. Yeah. Impatient for sure. Yeah, no problem, man. Like I say, I wouldn't charge you much. Especially if we can do like 8 or 10 at a time. If they are real small, no problem. I'm on Amazon pretty much all day, every day, so that's always good. Rover, are you in the States or are you in Europe? Well, I guess it says USS Rover. I'm guessing you're in the States, but that doesn't really mean anything. I'm gonna screw this print up yet just by feeling on this. Cool. Yeah, there's no sound at all. I mean, it's very, very quiet. No fan noise or anything. You know, the biggest thing that I was disappointed about on the Select was the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is just garbage. So hopefully they redid that for this one, and it's actually usable. Because that is a nice feature, but if it takes all day to upload a Benchy file, then it's not usable. Vegas, sweet, cheap enough. Yeah, that's pretty small, man. We could print a lot of those. Yeah, Deltas can move. If the electronics can keep up with it, they can. This one, I'm going to guess, I'd flip it over, but it's printing. I'm going to guess this is that same 32-bit ARM processor that the Select Mini uses. It's probably exactly the same board. It does say that the bed can go to 100C though, which that board cannot. I mean, you can get it a little hotter than they recommend, but it can't go to 100 by any means. You'll burn it up for sure. JT, have a great day, man. Thanks for coming to the stream. Always appreciated. Yep, well, I agree. There really hasn't been a whole lot of good Wi-Fi additions. I'm not going to be able to get that side, I don't think, without ruining something. Again, just a quick stream today to get this thing up and going. Get a benchy out, see how it's going to be, and then we will field test it on the go. I know I'm getting right in your way, but I'm going to get out of the way. I need to put this back on before I screw up the print. There we go. And it looks pretty solid. It's got nice. So on this one, it's got smooth rods. I don't know if you can see it but yeah, you can see it back here. It's smooth rods and linear bearings on carriages, so it's actually pretty nicely constructed. Those are actual GT2 belts. I mean, it looks good in there. Okay. Suggestion for home built printer. Cartesian Delta moves the effector to each new area, prints what it can reach, then moves over. Print and play James, I don't know if you have audio yet. He was showing me something kind of like that. I don't have the link for that, and I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I've seen something kind of like that. Yeah. I'm hoping like S3D, I'm hoping that we can get a deal on that at MRRF or something. Like maybe they'll have a booth. So I'm going to hang out. I'm not going to do anything on that front until I see maybe they'll be there. I'll try it. G-Tech Wi-Fi module, that's a good story. Yeah, it's really quiet. You could sleep next to this print. No problem at all. You can just walk around as you might be able to. You might while it's printing. Just throw it on your shoulder like old school. Yeah, I don't have any affiliation with MonoPrice, but the MonoPrice link is on the stream. I have audio, no video now. Okay. Well, when you get around to it, send that link to that one printer that you were showing me. That it was kind of like what Ron was talking about. Okay, he'll take care of it. He'll hit you up later. Right on. Yep, that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm hoping there's going to be lots of things like that at MRRF. We'll just see what's there, but we'll check that out day of. Yeah, Brian, already printing. This was the easiest one so far, I think. It's very, very cute. It's very small. As you can see, it's tiny. But it's fast. So we'll see what the Benchy looks like. Backpack baby carrier. There you go. G-Tech 3D module. So, G-Tech, let me give you some background for those who don't know. I even put it back in the package all nice and neat. Oh, and I bumped the camera again. Sorry. Okay. G-Tech Wi-Fi module. It doesn't work. It doesn't even resemble anything that works. G-Tech sent out an email that said, hey, we see that some of our users are having problems with this G-Tech Wi-Fi module. Contact us at tech support, and we'll help you out. So I did that, and that was 3 weeks ago, and I haven't had any reply. So I haven't hacked it yet because I want to see if they actually come back with a fix. But after that, if they don't come back with a fix, it's hack time. So we're going to get to that. Yep, doesn't work. It fits in the cup holder. You were actually able to get a printout. You're doing better than me. I could not get any. I tried a handful of different machines on that module. Nothing. So, doing better than I did. What are we doing? Man, we're already on the deck. I'll have to go back and watch this stream to see how long it actually took. Do it. I would place a bet that if you crack that thing open, it is some sort of ESP 8266 inside. It just soldered, probably haphazardly soldered on some sort of board with interfaces on it. I do not have an Ender 4. That's one of the few that I did not mess with. Yeah, you never know though. I might get one at some point in time. It has a couple of test prints on it. It's got a 2020 cube, and it's got a Betamax or Bmax or whatever that little character's called, the round character. Girl powers, yeah. Yeah, you did. Way to go. We'll see what tech support comes back with, right? But I have one of those, the model I'm talking about. Yeah, this thing. A lot of the Chinese printers have this thing on there. This guy. He's so orange, he's washed out in the camera. But that's the test print that's on the SD card. How many do I actually have? I get that question probably once a stream. I'm not sure. But, I mean, currently, if you go for currently, or how many I have, or how many I have had, or if you count everything, so let's go back. Count every 3D printer that I have owned, and you count all the ones I've given away, and all the ones that I haven't built yet, it's somewhere over 20. I'm not actually sure the real number. But the Anycubic pulley version, worth the money. I think sometimes, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think sometimes you can get it 170, 180. I've got one. Pretty nice Delta. If you can get it set up and tweaked just right, pretty nice Delta. Brian, I guess that is for me. Yes. Well, I aim to do all kinds of different videos. I've got some lined up. We're going to keep on going. I do have unbuilt stock. I don't know if you probably missed some of the stream where we talked about. I know you're on the stream a lot, Ryan, but I've kind of made the decision that I won't build anything that isn't live streamed. So why waste the content, right? We hang out, build a printer. I'm not going to build anything without everyone here, and that's just, I think that's the way to do it. It does put me way behind on getting machines built and reviewed and making videos and things like that, and I have to have slots to be able to do it. But I think it's better that way. I don't know. I like it better that way. That way we can build it together, and you can see right up front what I had to go through to get it to print. So I like it. Stock's getting better though. Stock's getting better. I have to say that. I'm getting them whittled down. 143 bucks? Yeah, that is a steal. somebody was asking me on a stream just the other night. I thought I saw that move. There's a little noise in there. You can see it on the side. Yeah, Michael, I agree. I sometimes they're kind of long-winded, but I like them. I like the stream builds. We've talked about the community print assembly deal, where if like we could get Your Best to get us like 5 of the same machines and ship them all around the world, and then we could do the Google Hangout where we build the same thing. James, Print and Play James does a lot of builds. We had talked about that. Colin makes stuff. He does a lot of builds. So we talked about maybe getting like 3 of the same machine, and then we'd all build it at the same time. That'd be cool. 3DP Iceland. Martin is his name. He is here. Welcome, welcome. What time is it in Iceland right now? Fecal brown. I have some of that. In fact, I should scribble the name out and put it on there, because that's awesome. That's exactly what color it is. That would be very cool. Maybe we can line that up still. I'll talk to some people, see what we can do. I was thinking about that. Q Cricket, but it's not really. It really isn't a build. More of it. You're supposed to be able to get it out of the box and start printing. So that wouldn't be very exciting. But maybe we can find a machine that isn't too hard to build. Core XY Hypercube. I've toyed with it. I've looked at parts. I have not started sourcing the parts yet, but I would like to build one, yes. Maybe even like a small one, smaller Hypercube build. This is pretty much a straight rip-off of the Hypercube. The Hypercube is actually built a lot better than that. Don't care for that. 1702, not too bad. Yeah. I think we can do up to 9 people. So we could get a really big thing going. We'd be there all day, but we could do it. We'd have to kind of line up time zones. I'd feel bad if I was running somebody into like 3 or 4 a.m. while I'm standing here at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. Snowblower? That's awesome. Assemblies are fun. It depends what assembly it is. Anyone that was on the live stream for that build knows that it was not fun. I had a part blow up. So, and not mechanically blow up, not heat or catch on fire or anything like that. Oh, cool. Practical printing? I didn't know that. Yeah, we might have to set that up. That would be a cool stream. This thing looks pretty good. Xander did a pretty good job on this. It's definitely, he said it was Tinkercad, and you can see it, it's Tinkercad. But it looks nice. I like it. He's my buddy now. Yeah, there are so many good machines out there, and so many affordable ones. But you have to pick and choose which ones you get, because then you end up having them stacked around everywhere, and I know how that goes. We might hear beeping in the background too here in a minute, because it's gonna start requesting a filament change here shortly. So I might have to go take care of that. But the way this Benchy's going, we're not going to be here too much longer. There is quite a bit of stringing, but that doesn't surprise me at all with the part fan setup on there. Lots of stringing. But, you know, retraction rate and all that jazz, you know the drill. Haven't set up any of that stuff yet. It's got some retraction going, but it's not a very long one. We can fix all that. ESP 8256. Oh, I was close. I was close. I've got a couple of those little modules running around. The chip is so small I can't even read it. Well, now I'm curious. I wish I had a magnifying glass. Now I gotta check it. $8256EX. That's what this is. The $4 Amazon ESP01 module. That is exactly what that chip is. There you go. I kind of figured that's how it was going to be. James made it. I'm out of coffee. I don't even know if I have time for more coffee. I'm going to go get coffee. I'll be right back. And back. What'd I miss? It is 2 weeks from yesterday, the 23rd, I believe. US performance issue when you ran 3 at a time? Why were you running 3 at a time? Trying to catch up, makerspace, yep, just add. Dead air, yep, sorry. I'm back. Always time for coffee. Just start another print, yeah. This one will be quick. Sorry, sorry, Shalom. I should have announced it before I just ran off. Different angles, views, cool. Oh, cool. Mad Mike, welcome. Howdy. Print can, cat cam, exactly. I like it when James is Print and Play James is streaming, and then all of a sudden he just picks up a cat and puts it over here. That's kind of fun. It's like he's pulling a cat out of nowhere. Pretty funny. I wonder how many layers that that printer over there is. What layer it is on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I need to install that layer plugin so I don't have to go to G-code. Oh, spoke too soon. Do you hear the beeping? We're changing filament. I'm probably breaking up though all the way over here. Those look terrible. I'm coming back, I swear. Yep. It's fine. And go. Filament has been changed. Filament has been changed. Cats are just rabbits with shorter ears. Got cats for days. These are C920s. These cameras. Cat emoji. USB microscope. Those are cool. OBS is a beast. It just crushes this machine. Five dogs and 10 cats? Wow. Who wants to start? Live streaming addiction. At cat, my cats. That's kind of weird, but funny. You get printer, she gets pets. Awesome. Good luck, James. 5 hours isn't too bad. Faceless is pretty hard to print. James has to leave right at the start of his intervention. OJ, that's right. It's looking decent. It's a little blobby, a little stringy. Not terrible though. We're almost completely on the wheelhouse here. It's moving right along. So far, so good, especially for the price. If you can get your hands on one for 160 bucks. I did, like we both have seen, there were a few issues maybe at one time, but I have not had any yet. 3D printers just keep getting cheaper. Yes, this one has Z-Lift enabled. Yeah, never trust Slicer. Ricky Lee Tanner. He is here. Welcome, welcome. Yes, it has 0.5 millimeter of Z-Lift, I believe. A map and a mermaid. Cool. Funbot parts. Painting the basement. Better you than me, Michael. I feel for you, though. Painting is not one of the things I like to do. Yeah, not looking bad at all. Like I said, it's pretty stringy, but I think it just needs a little higher retraction rate. That Bowden tube kind of takes a weird hook around that. So the extruder's right here, and it kind of does one of these numbers and goes straight down. So it's a twisted J. So that probably doesn't help anything, but not bad for first print. Didn't take us very long. Awesome. Thanks, Joel. Appreciate it. Always appreciate it. I would also be interested in a little monster. I have heard bad things about it, but that thing is monstrous. It really is a monster. I don't know how tall it is, but it is a big one. And it's not extremely expensive. 900 something, I think. Yeah, I just got an email one day out of the blue from MonoPrice, and you know they're all MonoPrice sells everything. I mean, they have cell phones, you know, kitchen gadgets. MonoPrice does it all. And so I get a lot of emails from them that say, "Hey, buy this toaster or whatever." But then I got this one on sale now, MonoPrice Mini Delta. I'm like, oh, we gotta have one of those. They are. You are correct, Mad Mike. You can buy some of these kits and use the parts, and you'll be better off. Because they are a lot cheaper than trying to buy steppers and drivers and all that. I've seen, Michael, you mentioned that. I've seen other people do that. And it looks really good. It kind of takes your eye away from the rafters and all this stuff when they spray it black like that. Makes it look good. Sorry, James. I'm sure that did suck. Hello, 3D. Hello. I'm under an hour and a half. Yeah, that not a whole lot of streaming today. This one's taking it easy on me. We still got a little ways to go. It doesn't give us a percentage, does it? Well, it kind of does. I would say that mark was like 65% maybe. Not bad. You've seen the monster as low as 5 or 6? Wow, that's cheap. I've heard it does some weird things occasionally. Like stops in the middle of prints and things like that. But the tornado that I have does some crazy firmware things occasionally, but so I don't know if that's a stemic to TiVo or what, but that's really the only experience that I have with TiVo. If you can get the Start 3D printer kits, they have some pretty. They're a little light. The motors are a little light, but for $100 you could throw all the acrylic away and make you a printer. X5S would be a brilliant parts kit. You could cut all that aluminum down to whatever you want. It's huge. 265 bucks, can't beat that. Yeah, TiVo really needs to look at that board. Anycubic console, not a bad choice by any means. I am not sponsored. I am only sponsored by myself. I have received 2 printers for free for reviews, and that was this one, this X5S, and Tron XY X5S if you're looking it up, and a CR10. They sent me a CR10 for free. Once in a while you get the thermal runaway. Yeah, I've had that printer for some reason. Occasionally, when I would go to reboot it, like I'd move it or something, unplug it, and plug it back in, it just sat there and do nothing. Like you know, you have that ad, that TiVo ad when you start it up, it would just turn blue and nothing would happen. But if I would wait a while and come back and plug it in, even if I tried to reboot it, it wouldn't come back. But if I'd wait long enough, come back and then reboot it, it seemed to be fine. So pretty much my fix for it, I just haven't turned it off. I've just left it on this whole time. Yeah, A8 has a lot of good parts in it. Definitely. I have not gotten the thermal runaway yet. Just that boot issue. I had something else happen. Can't remember at the moment. Maybe I'm just thinking. Lots of layer shift. I was having layer shift like crazy, and my guess is the bed is so heavy. The Y movement is the mass is so great that the stepper voltage, even at like 8 or 9 volts, it just couldn't keep up. So you were getting that model shift as it started to get, when it get about 100 millimeters high, you'd get a big shift. So I jumped up to over 1 volt on that stepper, which is a little high, but it hasn't returned since I did that. So it's right at the max of what that driver and that motor can take. Moving so quickly, right? I mean, it's not slow by any means. I don't know what the default acceleration is inside that firmware either. I actually ripped, you say that, I ripped the insulation on mine because the model fell over and it kind of smashed it. That'd probably be an awesome idea. A8, you could probably find somebody that broke their A8 on eBay for almost nothing and use it as a donor. Yeah, it takes a lot of power to keep up with something that size. That's true. I never showed the tugboat. I just realized that. Sorry. This is the tugboat. It's even got a little guy inside that drives it. It's a really cool boat. Can you see the little guy in there? He's in there. You just can't see him very well on camera. But he's a good looking tugboat. I can get my hand out of the way. Very complex little smokestack and stuff. You'll see it. This was done on the Tornado. He's even got little barrels and stuff down here. You'll see this in more depth on the review. This is my favorite part. They put rivets on the side. You can see the little rivet patch panel. That's the tugboat. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I've never really searched for printers on eBay, but the market is so flooded, there's bound to be people with just piles of garbage they want to get rid of. Hell standards for 3D printing? ABS probably isn't the best thing to be breathing in, but the particulate count is probably so low, unless you just stood over it day in and day out, it's probably no worse than going outside for the most part, depending on what city you live in. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's any studies or anything like that, but I can't imagine it would be too... PLA, especially, I mean, it's cornstarch basically, so wouldn't really be worried about that. Hey, from Israel, thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate it. I like it that everybody's from everywhere. That's cool. Ah, the internet, bringing us all together. It kind of looks like Popeye. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find a link for that. The Thingiverse links are terrible. James, are you close to your computer? Can you search Tugboat and see if you can find the Thingiverse number on that thing? Cool. I just got an interesting Hangouts message. I'll check into that a little later and I will get back to you. It seems like I'm always needing more filament. Netherlands, awesome. Shipping. Oh. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. James is a good guy. He runs down links and stuff for me, so I don't have to. Not like I'm doing anything, but it's a trap, James. Colin, you could have ran it down too. Sorry, I didn't know you were. I should have figured you were still hanging out, but I hadn't seen you in a while. Colin's busy printing SLA stuff. Rover, you should get if you're still on. If your coins are only the size of a quarter, you should get Colin to do like handfuls of SLA ones. Those things are sweet. I'll check it. 277. Man, I got a lot of stuff on my dashboard. I need to go check. 277 6052. I always forget to check Thingiverse. Yep, that's it. That's the same one. And they say it floats, so take it in the bathtub. Got something to do. This one has a few missed layers, but for the most part, it came out pretty nice. Two seven six 385. Cool. 3 different ones. They tend to do a lot of copies. The one James put up, I believe, is definitely the one that I printed. Yes, it is. For sure it is. Are all SLA resins transparent? That is a good question. I don't think so. But all the ones that I've seen are. Maybe Colin can answer that. I do not know. Yeah, missed layers, no float. I think this one's sturdy enough that it might. I don't know. I haven't seen the well, maybe I did see the MonoPrice SLA. I don't look at a lot of SLAs. Well, I haven't recently. No, but I haven't checked it out. That photon's pretty impressive for the money. New bot apocalypse, sweet. I want you to make like, I want you to make those robots like this tall, like 10 millimeters tall, and line them all up on the SLA plate, and then so they're like marching. So it's like an army of bots that come out of the resin. That would be sweet, especially if you could figure out how to time lapse that. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would think that there would be a way that if you could dye the resin to be I don't even know what the word, it's not opaque. To be solid, to be a solid color. Yeah, you could. I don't know what that would look like, but that would be neat. Opaque. So there you go. Answering questions. So that got me thinking. Drain holes. So some of you probably remember this. So in the 80s, 90s, they still do it today. I mean, it's not like they haven't done it. If any of you ever messed with RC cars, you bought the Lexan body, right? So it had plastic on it, and then on the outside, and then you would paint the inside. So, but if you wanted darker colors, or like if you wanted to do the glass, like it had a windshield or something, you wanted to do that black, and then you wanted to do the headlights a different color, you just layer the spray paint on top, and then you would take the plastic off. You cut it to whatever you want to do. You take the plastic off, and then it'd be super shiny on the other side. That's what I'm thinking, like SLA. If you could do something like that, that would turn out really neat. Give it kind of like a blown glass effect or something. That'd be cool. A very sharp knife to get it in there. I'll remember that, because I'll probably destroy it trying to get it apart. You have to mix it every time. Yeah, I don't know about that. That resin's messy enough. Good to know. I'll work around the corner on the USB, because I could see me slipping and busting that thing. Yeah, I used to love RC cars. I got out of it, when I was probably like 13 or 14, but it's one of those. It's kind of like 3D printers. You're constantly breaking them and cleaning them off and putting them back together and trying to find parts and stuff like that. Anybody who knows that has done RC, they know the Tower Hobby catalog. It's like this thick, and you just sit and look at all the pages as a kid. Great times, great times. Wear heavy gloves on non-knife hands. Yes. The way I do things, I need to do that. Thanks for joining, James. Sonic James. Appreciate you stopping by. I will catch your next stream. Cedar or pine? Cedar would smell good. Yeah, I think SLA, unless you had the right setup for SLA, right? You had the baths and the alcohol and everything all set up ready to go constantly. I think it's just too much for me, especially with the odor. I got to tell you, a couple days, like I would say 2 or 3 days after we did that print, it still smelled like acrylic down here. Yeah, no problem. Overview. We'll do that. So this is the MonoPrice Mini Delta. It is pretty much just a straight out of the box, set it up, start printing. It has auto leveling that takes a G29 command that we figured out. No touch screen. It has 110 millimeter build volume. It has a heated bed that says it will go to 100°C. It does heat pretty slowly. It has Wi-Fi, and it is only $160. So there you go. Fire away with any other questions, though. I do not mind repeating myself. I realize people jump in and out of these all the time. Seam Losi, yep, I remember that, man. I had, what was Kyosho? I had a couple of Kyosho cars. And I had a digger, a Bowlink digger. I had one of those. I had a gas, like I had an OS 10 engine for a little while, and then I had a couple of electrics. It was good fun. Yeah, it has been a while. No, I think you got it, actually. I think that's right. I mean, you could set this little thing anywhere. It's nice and quiet. It's already working on the top of the boat. Almost done. It doesn't look too bad. It's a little messy. There's a little noise, but I think a tweak or two on the retraction, we'll be all set. I'll have it all dialed in by the time we take it. Probably move this over just a little. There you go. Oh, nice. Sponsorship. That would have been cool. Yep, too small. It's going to be pretty small. You're not going to make any big cool figures with this one, unless you have a whole lot of time. A Bowlink Legend. There you go. I remember seeing those. That's awesome. Like I said, though, just in 3D, like with 3D printing, I ended up with a whole lot of broken stuff most of the time. That's the problem that I have. Shipping. I would like to ship. I would like to give away a lot of printers, but I can't afford to ship them to anybody. Yeah, feel free. Anybody in here, check him out. Subscribe. Awesome, man. I'm glad people are checking it out. Your model, that's cool. Yeah, go check out Ricky's model out. Curbs, yeah. There's a lot of them out there, Rover. Got keep adding them on that list. Oh yeah, that's one of the great things about people with 3D printers. It's a challenge. It's a test. Can you print it? You'll pay shipping if you send one? We might work out a deal. That's what I had thought about that. You know, if there was some that one thing, so it's nice to have the machines to compare them. So when people have questions, what does this do? What does that do? What size is this? What can I replace this with? So it's nice to have them around to be able to do that. But at some point, you got to go somewhere with these things. So maybe paid for shipping might be the deal. That's cool. I gotta go check that out. I need to start writing things down during the streams. I need to have somebody monitoring the stream for me and saying, "Oh, do you remember this link? You need to go check that link." I need to go. I guess I gotta go back and start watching the whole thing. Maybe I should do that. So Sunday live streams. I always do Sunday live streams at 10 o'clock. So maybe I should do like Monday catch up. On Monday, I have to go back and watch the whole thing. It is on the stack. It is almost done. There you go. I'll delivery fees at MRRF. I think the last one. So I gave away those A3s, the ANET A3s. I shipped one. I'm in Kansas City, and I shipped one to Chicago, and it was $38. I shipped a printer down to Glen in Florida, and it was in the box. I mean, it was just a regular. I think it was 25 pounds, but it was in a regular square box, nothing odd shaped, and it was almost $50 to ship. Not a bad benchy at all. We are at, so Print and Play James told me that they were at the Hampton. We're like a mile down the road at the Comfort Inn. Yep. Just looking to see what's over there. What used to be sitting there? Sorry, I'm just thinking to myself for a moment. Oh, now I remember. Okay. I got shipped off. That's funny. It's done! Let it cool off for a second. Yeah, no kidding. It'd almost be cheaper. I have done the drive from Cincinnati to Kansas City. I think it took, I don't know, it took me a long time. Yeah, right. I think all those hotels are pretty close to each other. I don't think we'll see whose hotel has the best happy hour. That's exactly right. It's cheaper for me to buy a printer and then have GearBest ship it to you than it is for me to even mess with it. Well, I don't know. You'll take a poll there. Is the audio cutting out or what? YouTube's been having a heck of a time broadcasting recently. Glenn was having a bad time the other night, and I was up last week when I tried to upload videos. It would stall every so many seconds. Maker Select 2 with upgrades, Matter Hackers. Oh, cool. No worries, James. Doing quads now? Cool. Okay, let's pull this thing off. Let's see what temper we at. I have to say, these buttons aren't bad. The other one has a spin knob, but it's got a 3-button deal on it. Not bad. It's intuitive. I can't get a good swing though to knock it off the build plate, so can't do that. That's kind of ingenious how they do that. It's got 3 switches on it, and the hot end pushes the bed down to tell if it's level or not. That's cool. Okay, how's this thing look? Again, the first layer could have been a little lower. It's, when I say noise, I usually mean kind of like stepper noise. It's got some noise in it. But it was moving very fast. You got to remember that too. The overhangs look decent. They're a little messy, not terrible. There is some blobbing, but a lot of stringing on the wheelhouse, but I think that could be fixed with retraction. So here you go. Let's see if I can get you in there and focused. Maybe. There we go. So yeah, doesn't look too bad. Again, there's a lot of stringing on the top, but the quality looks pretty good. I mean, the side of the boat looks decent. It's stacked pretty evenly, especially for the speed that it was moving. There's this filament's so shiny. It glares. The overhangs there, not terrible. You can see the first layer. It could have used a little bit more offset. Portholes, I mean, they've got a little blobbing around them. See, that's the noise that I'm talking about. You can kind of see this crackle. Can't read the words at all. The holes are nice and round. Smokestack's nice and round. It's not squished at all. You see the squish. For people that don't diagnose benchies very often, you'll see the smokestack get squished at certain times. It's not bad. Not bad. That's going to be my my final call on this one. Not bad. Beard brush. So, let's catch up on chat. Yeah, Glenn was really, that stream was really choppy. Okay, good. Audio was good. That's good. We didn't hit any YouTube crashes. That's good. Crashed a lot of quads. Nope. We just finished up the print. Lots of cobwebs. Yeah, it's been sitting around for a while. That's funny. Show Mike. Yep, I think we can throw I think we can throw a little more retraction on it. We probably get a decent one out of it. I never got into planes. I had a plane, but I never. I ended up selling it even before I flew it. I was kind of at the end of my RC interest. My brother-in-law has a ton of planes. He's really into it. Cool. Thank you. I will check those out. And a form to fill out. Yeah, that very well could. You never know with MS updates, right? I don't know the last time this one got pushed in an update. I noticed it did reboot the other day, so it might be it. We might have it, or we might not. I don't know. So short stream today. I just wanted to knock this one out so we could get this Delta going before we went to MRRF. And we did, so now we can take it with us. We have our mascot right here. Thank you again, Xander. If anybody sees Glenn or talks to Glenn, make sure Xander knows our mascot was his robot today. I do play the drums. I play a little bit of everything. I had a short music career at a decade ago. But that's it. I think I'm going to finish up for today. I'm going to go have some lunch. Thanks for everybody that watched the stream. I know this was a quick one. We'll do a longer one next time. The next stream we do is going to be kind of an interesting one. I don't know when we're going to do it because we will be at MRRF. I'm going to see a lot of you at MRRF. And that's going to be a good time. Harry everywhere and annoy people. You need it. There you go. But, yeah. We won't be there until later on Friday. I'm guessing probably around 6 on Friday evening. I think we'll probably just head over there first and see what's going on. But yeah, we're traveling on Friday during the day. So kind of late. Have a good one. Thanks everybody. Appreciate it. We'll see some of you, and we'll see you on the next live stream real soon.